You say, I have no idea. But I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Mmm, smells delightful. Let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful. Karn! Trying to find all my stuff. I wasn't gonna do this, but I got bored and I got hungry, and there was a whole bunch of stuff I was gonna do, and then I saw a few weird articles. So I'm like, dude, weird articles are my jam. So why the hell not, right? So because I'm not tired. For some reason, I'm not tired. I should be tired because it's late. But as they say, when in Rome, I was gonna. It's like I almost started up a game, but like if I start up a game, I'd be here till freaking you know 4 a.m. and I got stuff to do tomorrow. So, but yeah, hey, for all of you late night peeps, what's up, Salty? But why? Because man, I was bored, bro. I was bored, so why not? I didn't get to do what I was going to do tonight, which was watch a certain shit movie called Gladiator 2. So I have to delay that. I'm gonna start. I was gonna make the video about it. I gotta make the video about Cobra Kai. Maybe I should have done that instead, but no, why not? I'm here. 7 of you are here. I want to. Where's the roll call? Plus, I need to get the word out about Saturday. Saturday is going to be the good stream. I still haven't had a chance. Man, I've been so busy. I haven't had the chance to make like a banner for it. I was going to put up in my Discord, but eventually we'll get there. But I was looking around and while I was making food, which I still haven't eaten, so I'm going to eat my tacos while we chat. But LRM online and Screen Rant are at it again. So I was just like, well, why not? Why not? Rather than sitting here watching crappy TV shows, there it is. What is happening? Sounding off. There it is. Well, what has happened? You missed the ing. Here, I'll help you out. There you go. Boom. What's up, Nick? What's up, Salty? As opposed to what? What do you mean? Well, I'm talking about the content we're going over in the stream. My streams are always peak, right? Salty, right? They're always peak. Peak what? I'm not quite sure, but they're peak. I'll be honest, I was surprised when we did the recap of Wind and Truth. There were more people around than I thought. I thought we were going to do a Carl stream, but everybody was not available. So we're doing the next best thing. We're making fun of Wheel of Time. So should I TLM Jeremy White into his house? What's up, Jeremy? Good to see you as always. Gladiator 2 looked like Wheel of Time fight scenes. No joke. Pedro sucked. Turned it off. Oh boy. Well, so I'm going to hopefully see it tomorrow, and I will do. I actually like there has been just like a dump of content, most of which has been bad, except for Silo. The first episode of Silo was actually of season 2 was actually intriguing. So Silo still seems to be on course. And let's see what else have I watched. So Arcane season 2 is hot garbage. Cobra Kai season 6 part 2 and part 1 for that matter is garbage. The Dune Prophecy show. I like Travis Fimmel, but garbage. And then there was Peacock, the Day of the Jackal remake is a remake or remake of the remake or just new take on it. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I haven't read the article. I just saw it, Nick. So we'll see here in a second. If there's a casting announcement, it'll be for Aes Sedai number 6, named Bulvina or something, because we have to keep making up the there's too many characters in Wheel of Time to do it properly. So right, so we have to keep perpetuating that lie. Yeah. So yeah. What was I saying? Oh, so Dune was garbage, which is sad because it could have, I was hoping that was going to be good because on HBO it looked good. HBO, they know how to make stuff look good. And then Day of the Jackal on Peacock I watched because I was not feeling well, so I decided I was gonna just try and watch it, and I'm sort of mixed on that one because some of the assassin stuff is pretty cool. I like some of the assassin stuff, but then they have to make the Jackal into a gigantic idiot so he can get caught by Captain Marvel. And I'm so annoyed with so many of these shows where you have these expert assassins who are chameleons. They're just like, why is the sound not working? Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do Rygar today because I'm feeling some old school Rygar. Why not? Beautiful. I hear the next season Wheel of Time, is it in March? Maybe. Isn't that what I titled this? Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Stop plagiarizing, biatch. You're better than that. You're Dragonsworn. Max isn't Dragonsworn for some reason. Somebody get this guy a membership. No. If it's not diverse, pointless, and ham-fisted with an agenda, Hollywood ain't interested. I don't know. Silo ain't that. There's some peeking through every once in a while. But I get it. I'm hoping we have some stuff. So I'm not real. So real quick before I get into the, I'll bring the article up so you guys don't have to see my face, but as much. Gladiator 2 from the outset pissed me off when I started hearing about sort of the basics of the show, of the movie, which was, the gladiator is Lucius. So the minute Drusilla is around and Lucius is around, and Lucius is a slave, you have shit all over Maximus. So the moment I found out that was a big part of the plot of the movie, Denzel Washington aside, I don't know what he's doing there, but fine. I haven't seen it yet, so. But the moment I found out that Lucius was not only the gladiator but a slave, and there was a new Caesar and all this stuff, I immediately was out and ready for it to be crap because, the whole point of Maximus gave himself up to save Lucius in Rome, and it seems like that. They fucked it up, and Maximus died for nothing. So wonderful. Way to ruin Gladiator without even letting me see any of it. So I'll have to watch it and see if that's all correct. I haven't watched it yet, but so yeah. So hopefully tomorrow I can figure out a way to get to watch it and get back to y'all. But it's going to be a busy few days. There's going to be a Carl stream coming up here. Because Alan has finished book 5 of Carl. Then we are going to have the Wheel of Time, hopefully long stream on Saturday, talking about things, scenes, and moments in Wheel of Time that we all love. So hopefully all are there and join in, and we can actually have some fun reminiscing about stuff that from the books that was good, and reasons why we love Wheel of Time, and then we're gonna get into some other stuff like Gladiator and probably Cobra Kai, because I still got a lot to say about Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is one of those. Cobra Kai is broken me a little bit. It's very bad. So, uh, what is the MCU anyways? The MCU is nothing. Like the MCU at this point is just, I don't even know what to clarify it as. It's just a mess. It's a huge gigantic mess. You know, the Daredevil trailer, after all the changes, you know, has me intrigued a little bit. So we'll see. Maybe, hopefully, Daredevil. You know, Daredevil. I'm hoping it's not just you know, fool me with a few cool scenes on you know, in the trailer. I hope that's not what it was. We'll see. I mean, they got everybody back when they weren't there before, so we'll see. I have my fingers crossed for Daredevil. Um, the MCU is dead. Like, I don't, like, you're right. It'll just kill it even more. But I mean, the MCU is dead. I mean, I don't even know the last what Agatha. We had people trying to say Agatha All Along was actually an MCU show, which, you know, look, nobody cares about Agatha Harkness. She's not really, like, is she really part of the MCU? I guess technically, but, like, you know, it's like me picking, you know, hey, there's Spider-Man victim number 5, because, you know, Venom and Spider-Man were fighting and he got goo on his balls, so he became Gooey Ball Man, and he's now in the MCU too, right? I mean, that's basically, I mean, you know, so what, Rachel Ziegler is going to be in it? What is it going to be? Just, she's going to be, you know, Girl Ninja number 8? Or is she in Ironheart and going to be like the better Tony Stark, you know, fixing up what's her face's suit? Or, like, it's just boring. Like, it's one of those, it's like, it's got to the point where it's just boring. It's just I don't know I don't know who this stuff is made for. You know, at least Agatha, I know exactly who it was made for. Right? We know exactly what Agatha was made for. Most of this stuff I have, you know, who are you targeting? Because I don't know who's supposed to be watching these things. But I guess we'll see, right? So if it's worth talking about, I'll talk about it. So I'm gonna try and, you know, get back on doing so more of a wide variety of content now that I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So, yeah. So I saw this pop up. This is one of the main reasons I actually decided to stream a little bit tonight. Was Wheel of Time expected to premiere in March, which I get, is that supposed to be like earlier than we expected? Since, you know, I'll bring it up just because I like to, because it's fun. Like, so, like, they're talking about March 2025 being earlier than expected, but remember, folks, and I'll bring it up because they're actually pretty accurate. It's been 413 days, 5 hours and 19 minutes and 47 seconds since Wheel of Time season 2 finale aired. So that's over a year, almost a year and a half since the last Wheel of Time production aired. So are we saying that March is early? Like, is that what we're trying to say? Is that March is like, oh man, wow, they're getting it out faster than we expected? Because, man, I remember when shows like came out, like, you know, pretty consistently every 6 to 12 months. Remember those days? Maybe World War III will prevent Wheel of Time season 3 from always. No, World War III has been averted, man. What are you talking about? World War III is off the. It's not happening. It's over. I'm gonna take a bite of my quickly crafted, hopefully delicious taco. That my daughter made for me. My daughter is the best. It's good. I took too big a bite. March is when reruns air. That's why. That is a way to make the ratings look better. It won't work, but they'll try. They can't make the ratings look better. Nobody's gonna watch it. All right. So this is LRM. We're gonna give you a quick preview, real quick, of other things to come. So we have, and you guys can make the choice. So we also have on the plate, Wheel of Time romance change means another major character must be cut. Yeah, so that's one. So that's another one in waiting in the wings. Also, we have Wheel of Time Season 3's returning hero means it can't keep putting off these two missing characters. Or can it? Because it doesn't give a shit. And then also we have the last one. Nope, that's not it. Two subtle differences between the Wheel of Time books and series could have two big impacts on the show. Whoopity doo doo. So yeah, so we have those waiting in the wings if we want to keep going today. Because if I get tired, we'll stop. If I don't, we won't. So I'm gonna go ahead and set a super chat goal because I'm just getting used to it. Because I want to be a good streamer guy. You all are great. There you go. All right, why not? So where were we? Do you think California will finish counting before season 3 releases? The answer is it doesn't matter, Alex, for 500. Or Jeremy, sorry. I do. Salty, I have 3 children. You know what? That's what eating tacos well leads to. Right? I mean, come on. Yeah. So, oh, by the way, I want to. You know what? I want to make a poll because I want to know. It's totally off topic. How do you feel about the live action remake of How to Train Your Dragon? Great. Can't wait. Why? We'll just say why. And the third option will be the mystery option. It could be the... All right, there you go. Totally off topic, but I am curious. Thank you, Salty, for the poop emoji super sticker. Can always count on you for some poop. I don't know that I go that far yet. The trailer, I'm in a weird place with it because the trailer looks like it might be scene for scene the cartoon, which then is like, okay, but the cartoon isn't that old. So I'd almost respect them more if they did a more book accurate version of How to Train Your Dragon. But then people will be like, what the hell is this? Because the books are way different, like completely different than the cartoon. So, the books are, I mean, How to Train Your Dragon is one of those oddities because they totally did something different than its source, and it actually is better, in my opinion, than the source material. Like we had, and I don't know if that's because we watched the show first, so it was jarring to go try and read the book. Because the book is so different. It's way different. More poop. Salty is just pooping everywhere tonight. Thank you, Salty. But yeah, so I don't know. So we'll see. We have Y. We have 80% Y, and it could be we have what one for. So we have 5 Ys and one. It could be the Minecraft movie. It's true. It's true. Yeah, that's sort of where it's just like I don't understand. Like we're doing like so. Warner Brothers has decided to do the Disney thing. So like, is Illumination going to do it next? We're going to have live action Minions and Groot. You know, Steve Carell is going to walk around in a Groot suit. Like we're just remaking everything that's animated into live action. Is that where we're at? It's so weird. It's so weird. Wheel of Time Season 3 expected to premiere in March, plus casting news. Barside Booze. According to the latest Barside Buzz. I don't know what the Barside Buzz is. Does anybody know what the Barside Buzz is? The Wheel of Time Season 3 is set to premiere in March. Plus, we have some casting rumors to pick up also. The release date information comes from the usual source of WhatsApp. The YouTube channel has been the one promoting the theory that the show could release as early as spring. Whether he has anything to back that up or not is still a mystery. Excuse me. Well, now the host says he has a concrete date. Sadly, he has been asked not to share the exact date, which he has confirmed with the independent sources. However, he would say it's a date in March. So what the fuck's the? So he gave a date. What the fuck are we talking about? I'm not going to give a date, but it's in March. Now we have a $1.99 dancing is that an exercising pear? Thank you, Salty, for the exercising pear. Or it's blushing. Did it leave a poop? Blushing exercising pear. Thank you. So yeah, I don't like. Hey, it's in. I can't give you a date, but it's in March. It's like that's a date. We also have some news discussed in video, which lead star, no. Rosamund Pike, lead star Rosamund Pike, who recently commented that he was in London to do press for Wheel of Time Season 3. Given there is no press coverage release we know of, nobody cares enough to even cover it. Hey, my name is Josh. I was in shows such as Gran Turismo and Wheel of Time. Would you like to have an interview? No, Josh. Aw, I'll pay you. No, Josh, you can't pay us enough to want to interview you for Wheel of Time. Maybe we'll talk about Gran Turismo, though. How did it feel to be in such a lame movie? Hey, Josh, how does it feel to know that you should be one of the most popular people on the planet because you're playing a Chad like Randall Thor, but they fucked it up? How does that feel? Oh, not so good. Damn, that'd be a depressing interview. All right. Given there's no press coverage, it seems likely it's being done now for release in a few weeks. Or they're just not doing it at all and nobody wants to talk to them. I guess some of the trades have gotten some access to the cast and articles/coverage. It will release sooner rather than later. It's also possible we could get even a teaser sometime before Christmas. Oh, that would be wonderful. I can't wait for a teaser. As long as we go back to Mars, I'm good. We need a return to Mars, and we need a Perrin versus a Perrin werewolf versus Moginian spider scene, and I'm good. So Wheel of Time presence confirmed for CCXP24. I don't know what that. I guess that's a convention. It does seem as though season 3 will be make or break for the show. Let's just delete this. It does seem though that season 3 will break the show. This show. You can check out the few video below. However, the host also spoke about marketing on the show, and he and I are in complete agreement. Namely, that it has been awful. The fact that the show has done as oh, so here we go. Now we're on the excuse train. The fact the show has done as well as it has, which is shit, is almost a mystery because the marketing since season 1 was ghastly. Season 2 was arguably even worse. Well, the channel has heard from sources that the marketing team has been rebooted for season 3. Sadly, he's heard there's no extra money to be accepted. However, the new team are determined to do a better job. If they get season 3 right, the show's popularity could open up. After a weird start, we are now at a point where the book series starts to get very good. Yeah, the book series. What are you talking about? So you're saying... So you're saying that the book series isn't very good in Eye of the World, Great Hunt, and Dragon Reborn. You don't like those books. Is that what you're saying? We're on the excuse train, baby. Hey, here's the thing. Okay. Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu. Hulu does a little better than the others. They don't advertise their stuff. Ever. They just don't. They'll advertise it on Netflix, or they'll advertise, like HBO will advertise it on HBO. But they don't advertise ever. So so stop it. Rings of Power barely got any mainstream attention. Not that, I mean, that's not a good example because Rings of Power did horrible, but you know, I digress. You know. Lastly, we've had some news from another good leak site of the show. Watch Series has some information about 2 new cast members for season 3. Wait, what? I was just there. Oh, that's wow. That's old news. Those 2 cast members. The ones we like looked at like months ago who are playing nobody. Steve, Rafe was fixing Robert Jordan's books. They're too big to adapt. I know. There's too many characters, but make sure we cast Broomhilda and Broomhilda and we Carl the toilet bowl cleaner, and let's make sure we get Aes Sedai 1 through 5 cast and all that. Yeah. Anne Ogbomo and Cameron Jack have both apparently been filming roles for season 3. Yeah, that we already talked about that. Those guys were, I think I forgot who we speculated that Cameron Jack was. We thought he might be a White Cloak of some sort, or maybe he's just Bob the TV fixer. Was remembering how they did Uno, right in the kisser. What do you think about season 3 to premiere in March, or those casting rumors? So this is casting. Who like? Casting rumors, guys. Sure, great. They've been cast. Who cares? Like, great. The chick from Justice League that got killed second. She's in Wheel of Time. Wonderful. Like, why do I like? You're acting like the sure, great. I hope they're cast. Wonderful. Why do I care? It's not like it's Brad Pitt joining the cast. Yeah. So hey, yeah. Here you go. I remember looking at this before. So, yeah, Cameron Jack will appear in the upcoming season in a yet to be announced, although yet to be announced role. Although production has not officially revealed any new cast for season 3, there is more than 24 new cast that have already been revealed by Wheel of Time series and other outlets like Watop. Season 3 is expected to feature more than 70 new cast members. $70. So I don't understand. So we're right back. So wait a second. 70. 70 new cast members. But we can't. So, but we can't get her in. Nope. You know, we can't get Julian Sandar. You know, we can't get important cast members. That's more. That's more people than will watch the show. Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. So, like, I just, you know, we're back to the same fallacy of there's too many characters of Wheel of Time to do it right. But yet we've just onboarded 70 more characters. You know, and that's going to be the downfall, and that's why the show's going to get canceled and stuff like that. Because they're bringing these cast members that are completely unnecessary, that don't lend anything to the story, that don't really belong there, and Zara. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, they're spending too much on shit that doesn't matter, and the show isn't getting any ratings. So that's what's gonna kill it. On top of the fact that you trusted the show to a half dumb idiot who doesn't really like the source material and is not even trying. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you think, Jeremy, Nick, if you're still here? Do you think March? I think March is possible. Get it out. Get it out. I think if it comes out in March, it's definitely a sign that they're just ready to be done with it. Did I miss this? Seemingly cut Wheel of Time villain sets up different answer to book mystery. Oh, it's the Agnor thing. Okay, who cares? It wasn't a book mystery. Shut up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh my god. Two subtle differences. Now the reason this is not our boy Charles Nichols Raymond, so I figured, you know, we'll see what this this person's chops are. Okay, let's see here. Amazon's ends its second season with a major climax. Rand al'Thor slew the Forsaken Ishmael and above the city of Falme proclaimed himself the Dragonborn. No. Apparently, this person did not watch the show. March, unless they're too upset about the election results. That could be, yeah. I think if it's out in March, it's just a sign they're ready to dump it, which is fine by me. It like look, there's a lot writing on this. Okay, like look, there is a lot writing on this because if season 3 comes out and nobody watches it, right? That means iWatt is going to do what iWatt does, and they're going to renege on their movies, and they're not going to come out either. And then hopefully that stupid Aes Sedai cartoon is also going to disappear. So if season 3 ends, we could erase all of those crappy shows that are yet to come out, and movies, by the way. But we'll see. So this is all incorrect information. Rand did not slay. Well, I guess he sort of poked Ishmael after Egwene beat him, and then Moraine proclaimed him dragon because Lanfear told her to proclaim him. Yet the reveal of Ishmael freeing Moghedien and the other Forsaken from their little tiles in his room. Because that makes sense. Lanfear was in a bleeding thing, but the others are just in these little discs. Okay. Season 3 will undoubtedly see Rand and his friends face even greater challenges. Yeah, sure. The path Rand and company took to Falme and their victory there was for the most part the same. What? Are you serious? That is just incorrect. Wow. Yeah, I hope they don't. One can hope, Salty. That's what season 3. I think season 3 fails and is canceled. I think it guarantees just the death knell for them. But this is just a flat out lie. The path is not anywhere near correct. The things they do is not even close. It's completely different. It's not even close. But there have been some major changes. No shit, the whole thing. That mean upcoming events for Amazon series can't easily be predicted. Some characters are dead who should be alive. Some major Wheel of Time characters are still missing, yet we've cast 70 new ones. And other, namely the Forsaken, are taking a very different approach to achieving their goals. Yeah, sure they are. 2 of the more subtle changes to the book from the books may have particularly far-reaching consequences. Okay, here we go. In the books, there's much less mystery about. Moraine's decision is easier in the books, but the show changes have interesting implications. What does that even mean? If Amazon is happy with season 3, they would have announced season 4 by now. Oh, I agree. They're just what they've done is they've just they're trying to get something out of season 3. So the holders on they've said the whole well, the numbers will actually matter for season 3. If season 3 gets good numbers, they'll renew it. So Amazon already knows it's not going to get good numbers. So but you have the hangers on that are hoping that some magical thing is going to happen and all of a sudden season 3 is going to get popular when it's not. In the original books, it was clearly stated that oh god, like I don't even understand why we're talking about this. I thought you just started this article with the fact that Rand was proclaimed Dragon Reborn. As a consequence, Warner spends far less time in the first book, The Eye of the World, deciding if the dragon is Mat, Rand, or Perrin, before it becomes clear during the conversation of The Eye of the World that the show changes. The show changes this from the outset. Yes, it does. While the events still follow the same pattern as the books, with Rand al'Thor being Dragon Reborn, This small change could have huge ramifications for season 3. Oh, this ought to be good. How? How? Like, this is Moraine openly states that just because the last dragon was a man, there's no reason the Dragonborn would be. There's no reason the dragon. Ugh. Oh my god. This means she spends season 1 considering Egwene and Nynaeve as potential dragons alongside with other can. What? Okay. While the events still follow the same patterns of the books, Randall Thor being the dragon world, this small change. What? Because Rand is still the dragon. What are you talking about? While are we doing the multi-headed dragon thing? Is that what we're doing? Here we go. While both the books of the series say that only men can channel Saidin and only women can channel Saidar, the show's uncertainty about the dragon's gender means that distinction may not apply to soul. What the fuck is this? While both the books and the series say that only men can channel Saidin and women can, the show's uncertainty about the Dragon Reborn's gender. No, they're pretty certain. They just said it was Rand. Means that distinction may not apply to souls reincarnated as different genders in past. Lewis Theron Telamon, the previous dragon, was a man, but Moraine clearly believes the new dragon might be a woman. Oh my god, we are fucking... Dude, we are... I'm gonna have a bite of this delicious taco that my daughter, once again, my daughter made for me because she's an angel. To let that... I'm gonna try and let this sink in here. Well, Salty, we gotta look at the image. So I think this person's just been huffing paint. It sounds like we're doing more in Dina. And while that's unlikely to change anything for the heroes, it raises a great number of questions for their greatest foes. We don't know what we don't know yet about the Amazon's versions of the Forsaken. What the fuck kind of writing is this? We don't know what we don't know yet about Amazon's version of the Forsaken. I'm actually very curious where the hell we're going. I have no idea. Are they trying comedy? I don't know. Like, this is so weird. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Maybe it is a comedy piece. This is crazy. I don't even know where it's going. So we're now saying that. I mean. Forsaken in the Wheel of Time, or as they call themselves, the Chosen, are the most powerful servants of the Dark One. At this point in the show, we have only seen 3 of them, and know the name of 2 others. In the books, there are 13 Forsaken, and in the second season of the Wheel of Time, it indicates that this turning of the wheel, fuck you, no, fuck off, may only have 8, as indicated by the set of statuettes. They're chess pieces. I love that we keep referring to these stupid chess pieces. And the number of seals in season 2. Yeah, seals. Yeah, but guys, the story is the same. Pretty much. While not all 13 Forsaken from the books were directly involved in the events of the series, the identities of the remaining 3... Well, yes, they are, actually. All 13 are directly involved. That is incorrect. Which Forsaken isn't directly involved in the events of the series? Just because they get taken out early doesn't mean they weren't directly involved. They were all involved. Every Forsaken was involved. I don't know what they're talking about. Like we've gone off the deep end here. This person doesn't know what they're talking about. The identities, of course, we keep bolding this. The identities of the remaining three will be very important in the seasons to come. Season. Two of the Forsaken in the book, Baphomet and Agnor, were at the Eye of the World where they died fighting Rand and his friends. They were been resurrected. Baphomet was reincarnated as a woman named Arengar. Yes, because the Dark One has a sense of humor. Bothamal was also a womanizer who liked to torture and have his way with women. So the Dark One decided to turn him into a woman and make him still cast Sidene. So it was a joke. The Dark One played a cruel joke on Arengar, or on Bothamal, however you want to say it. Yes. Yeah, I got you in the barn. Yep. Are you going to sleep?
Probably.
Okay, I'll come check on you in a minute.
No, I'm just gonna finish what I'm watching.
Okay, bud. She channels Sidene, and no, it's still Bothamal, so it's him. But you know, whatever. But with the show's changes on how reincarnated souls interface with the wait, what? What changes? Did I miss something? With the show's changes in how reincarnated souls interface with the One Power, this may not be be the case. Bless you. What's up?
So something funny happened. I went downstairs to get my water,
Mm-hmm.
and then the thing that keeps this thing up, broke off.
Oh shit! All right, we'll have to look at it. I'm sure we can fix it. Did I miss something? Like, yeah, this is all bullshit, right? Like, I don't like. Like this is like right. Like me and Salty aren't the only ones that missed this, right? With the show's changes in how reincarnated souls interface with the One Power, this may well not. What I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. I don't. I'm in a total loss here. Even if Bathmal and Arnhem, the question of how dead Forsaken are resurrected is still one that needs to be answered. No, it doesn't. The Dark One grabs them and puts them in an available body. Done. As Season 2's climax also changed things by killing Ishmael. In the books, Ishmael fled to Falme after Rand severely injured him. Yeah, so, right, because we're skipping the Stone of Tyr. That's why they killed him there, because they have no intention on doing the stone. So, yet Bothamal and Agnor's potential absence means that Ishmael's resurrection. Why is the absence of Agnor and Bothamal mean shit for Mornington? What crazy freaking what crazy hoops are we jumping through to make those things related? I might. Is it just me? I don't. How are these two events related in the slightest? Can somebody explain it to me? Yeah. Good night. Love you. Thank you for the tacos. We'll see you tomorrow, sweetheart. Screen Rant needs drug testing for the writers. Absolutely. IQ test first. Yeah, I think. Because this is all made up garbage. I have no idea what we're like. What's up, Hussein? Like, I don't understand where this is even coming from. This is so weird. How does Bothamol and Agnor not being present affect anything to do with Ishmael? No, so before we go any further, Salty, we're coming to Morandina, right? Like I predicted. So Ishmael's gonna get resurrected, but Ishmael's gonna be a girl. What's up, Adega? Good to see you, buddy. Right? So, but I don't understand. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the stickers, Salty, my man. I don't, but this is leading to Morandina. So this is the crazy gymnastics this person is doing in their head, right? They're saying because Agnor and Bothamol aren't present, that the Bothamol thing of Bothamol being put in a woman's body is so important that since Bothamol isn't around and Ishmael is the first to die, the Dark One is going to put Ishmael in a woman's body because, you know, it wasn't a joke that the Dark One was playing on Bothamol. It was just, you know, the Dark One wanted to put a guy in a girl's body because trans stuff, apparently. Although the release of Season 3 is fast approaching, the machinations of the Forsaken remain clouded. Mogandine, okay? Brendel and Sam remain hidden and the missing three are absolute enigmas. Was Season 3 of the Wheel of Time likely to take Rand into the IO ways to meet the next chapter of Destiny's Dragonborn? Following close behind. All this means that both protagonists and antagonists and analysts have been changed in intriguing ways. What the fuck? What is this? What? Like, they didn't even finish their thought. I don't. I am just dumbfounded. What the fuck is this? Like, that she doesn't even doesn't come to a conclusion. Like there's nothing here. Wow. It's oh god. What the hell? Like, that was such a weird article. Let's see here. In the last books, Brandon wrote, I felt that he ignored Gallant and didn't do him justice. I think Robert Jordan would have done it differently. What do you think? I agree. I think there's several characters that even though for the most part, it's hard to say that these days because when in truth, I don't even know that it was AI Adega because I think AI would have done a better job. That was a very weird article. So I think there were several characters, at least in my opinion, that probably didn't go as intended. Galad may be one of them. I think Galad being one of them. I think Pat and Fane. I know some disagree with that, but I don't think Pat and Fane was done justice. I don't think Matt was done justice. Let's see who else. There's several. So I tend to agree with you with some of that. I think that some of the characters that didn't have notes that Sanderson couldn't connect with, he just sort of left by the wayside. and tried to give meaningful endings to the ones that he could. Maybe, I don't know. But I think there were several characters that Logain is a big one. That didn't get his comeuppance, his crown. Where's his crown? Why did he take over the Black Tower or not? So I pretty much agree with you. It's hard to tell sometimes whether it's AI or not. It's Screen Rant. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, this is our boy Charles Nichols Raymond. He's always on it. I shouldn't say it. Expertise, Walking Dead, and MonsterVerse. So why does all his articles are Wheel of Time? I don't understand. Okay. Returning hero to season 3 is a good sign for the debuts of 2 major characters. I'm gonna hard disagree. Oh God, I didn't. What 2 characters do you guys think he's talking about? I may have ruined it already, but why does Tom Maryland being back in the show mean that Elida and Morghese are a sure thing? Even though we already know Elida and Morghese are in the show because they've been cast. No, Tom is in season 3. He's definitely in season 3. He wasn't in season 2. He's definitely in season 3. 100%. But I don't know why Tom being back and in season 3 means anything for Morghese and Elida. Yes, not that we're not going to Camelin anyway, so. What? Dude, you're fucking high. Sorry. I'll go back. Jesus Christ. People just making shit up, man. Okay. Excuse me. How ingrained Tom is in the narrative of the books makes his presence or lack thereof in the TV show quite surprising. Yeah, no shit. But while Wheel of Time reduced his role in season 1, it didn't include him at all in season 2. That's not necessarily indicative of a pattern. Yeah, it is. It's a pattern of not including things that should be included, you dumb fuck. Where he fits into things hasn't been made abundantly clear. He doesn't fit at all. You fucked it all up. Both Elida and Morghese are crucial to Tom's backstory. No, they're not. Elida isn't. Maybe Morghese. You could get rid of the Morghese stuff at this point. It's too late for yelling. I'll wake up the house. This is of course a picture of Tom taking a shit, or not Tom, as he depresses a whole bar and makes them all want to commit suicide because he's the saddest gleeman in town. The stories of Elida and Morghese, two major members of the book supporting cast. No, maybe Elida for fucking everything up. Morghese is not a major member of the supporting cast. She's like C tier, maybe. Elida is not intertwined with Tom Maryland at all, so you're just making that shit up. And Tom has not been entwined with Morghese in a very long time. So wrong again. Nice try. In the books, it's established that his career as a gleeman led him to the role of a court. No, that's backwards. Whatever. During this time, he enjoyed the love affair with Morghese, the future mother of Elaine Tech, blah, blah, blah. Even helped her seize the line throw. His romantic history with Morghese is especially relevant in the books. No, it's not. It's mentioned. It's not that big a fucking deal. It's not that big a deal. I'm not gonna yell. It's one of those super smart college-educated voters who wrote this then. I get it now. Low IQ, they that. Yep. Agreed. True. I'm not sure about this one. Probably. But, you know. The average L from by Screen Rant. Absolutely. I was thinking when they said, like, I was thinking Julian and maybe Loyal, since, you know, we really haven't seen Loyal at all. Really. As for why the relationship didn't work out, it can be attributed to Elida, an influential member of the Red Audrey. She and her fellow Red identified. Okay, hold on. Somebody needs to refresh my memory. Do we have? There's no evidence that Elida was involved in Owen's gentling at all. So that's how we're like, right? We don't. It was. He just says Red Sisters, right? The conflict over Owen's fate drove a wedge between him and Morghese that sparked the character's deeper distrust of Aes Sedai. All of which we don't need to go into. If we don't want, if we're cutting stuff, cut all that. I didn't think she was. So what? Like, Tom's Wheel of Time season 3 role is good news for two characters. The first two seasons avoided. Elida and Morghese absent for the show should end soon. Oh, joy. Joy of my heart. We're going to get two of the most annoying characters. Wonderful. I can't wait. Bitch 1 and Bitch 2. Wonderful. It's going to be great. For a while, there's been speculation as to when Elida and Morghese would join the fold. Season 1 notably skipped the part in the first book that introduces the characters. Yeah, brilliant. Along with several others, yeah, no shit. Raising questions about when they'd show up. Or if they'd show up. Wheel of Time could have easily rectified Elida's absence by having her reappear in the season 2 White Tower storyline, because, you know, that's exactly what happens, so they just move her wherever the fuck they need, right? But the scenario never came to pass. There have been rumors that both have been cast and would debut in season 3, but no confirmation. I'm pretty sure we have that confirmed that they've both been cast and we know who's playing them, but whatever. The storytelling potential comes with the prospect of Tom sharing a story with Elida and Morghese is unlikely to be wasted. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about. Nobody wants. Nobody cares. Why? It's like it's just another thing. You know what? And the fact that nobody cares and that it's not important, they'll probably have a big old backstory for Elida and Morghese. We'll have a giant flashback. Tom will be in a puffy little coat with a little fucking guitar, and be like, blah, 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 I'm singing depressing bard songs, right? And that'll take half an episode up because that's what we do in the show is we waste time and do flashbacks to stuff that's really not overly important to the overall story or narrative. So yeah, sure. Actually, probably having a flashback. Why not just have them have a threesome while we're at it? Fuck it. Tom's into Morghese, and Tom's like, dude, Morghese, I really want to get with you. And Morghese is like, well, my advisor Elida tells me when and who I can screw. So it's important that she be involved, Tom. So if you want me, you got to have her too. And they're like, all right, cool. Why not? Let's do it. And then we have the weird threesome flashback. And then Elaine pops out of Tom's butt instead of Morghese's, and he's the mother. What's up? The story's potential that comes with the prospect of Tom. Who cares? Nobody cares. How Elida, Tom, and Morghese can fit into the Wheel of Time season 3 story. They can't. It's too late. It's over. You fucked it up. Tom's dead. Nobody cares about Elida. And Morghese is unimportant. How and when Tom's history with the two can translate the small screen depends on largely who. It doesn't matter. The fourth book in the series and the one the show is set to adapt. Yeah, haha, funny joke. In particular, the book. Tom joins Elaine and Nynaeve, who contend with Moghedien and Tanchico. Meanwhile, Elida plots the coup to observe the blah blah blah. So, yeah, so the arcs that involve Tom and Elida are all but guaranteed in season 3 story. Oh, really? Yeah, I would have said that fucking Rand being the Dragon Reborn was all but guaranteed, but he didn't do anything that made him Dragon Reborn. As Tanchico has been confirmed as the upcoming location and Sowin's downfall is being set up, that gives the series a clear pathway to Tom and Elida appearing in Wheel of Time season 3. I thought it was Morghese and Elida, not Tom and Elida. Did you get mixed up in your own fucking did you get mixed up in your own article, bro? I thought this article was to say that Morghese and Elida would be here. This may not call for direct confrontation between them, but their stories could intersect nonetheless due to flashbacks. Oh joy, let's get some flashbacks for unneeded flashbacks for characters that we don't want flashbacks for. Great. Since Owen's death has already been discussed, the show could use her role in it to sign her. She wasn't involved. Fuck off. You're just making shit up. These people just make shit up. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. It's just to make crap up. There's more. Morghese's potential role in the Wheel of Time season is made it more complicated since his Caemlyn isn't visiting Shadow Rising. It's not complicated. Just go to Caemlyn. It's not complicated at all. Just go to Caemlyn. Yeah, I know. Shocking, right? What's up, Jacob? What's up, SB? It sounds too close to the book. Oh, of course she's going to have a sympathetic backstory. 100%. 100%. And then Harry Potter shows up and ignites his lightsaber to summon the Ark of Truth. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, I want to watch that. Is he? Are they all going to have are they all going to play Quidditch too with their brooms? Hell yeah. I'm there for it. Let's do it. It'd be closer to Wheel of Time than this. The Wheel of Time could drive into Ravine's conspiracy to kill her. Ravine was... Whatever. Moving on. Yeah, Tom, let's just change everything. Tom can appear in that storyline as well. Tom could lean on his history with Morghese to get her to realize that her lover, Gabriel is a Forsaken in disguise. Okay, well, why would Tom know this? Because we need it. We want our stupid fucking storyline. Though telling the story runs the risk of season 3 being too crowded. It's not outside the realm of possibility. It's worth noting that Wheel of Time showrunner Rafe Judas previously expressed an intention for the third season to cover elements of book 5. Yeah, we also were supposed to cover elements of book 3 in book 2, and book 2 in season 2, and elements of book 1 in season 1, but we didn't do any of that. Fucking up Morghese's Ravine story to fit in the Shadow Rising adaptation would be a clever way of getting through book 5 because we're in such a rush. Laying the groundwork for Book 5 to focus on Wheel of Time season 4, which would help the show condense the 14 books. We're still on this condensing. It's so fucking just. Oh my god, these fucking people. These fucking people, man. You can tell, there's so much to condense in later books. It's just no, let's condense the good stuff. Let's not worry about all the dead air and the sea folk. Yeah, let's just fuck it. Let's just have Tom discover that Gabriel is Ravine because they try to have a love affair and Ravine isn't a gentle lover, and Tom realizes that, so he calls him out as being a Forsaken because he's a meanie. It's so just, man. It's not even it's calling it a soap opera is just being mean to soap operas. Soap operas have more thought and more, compelling story arcs than this. I don't know. Yeah, and then I didn't read. Dang it, I didn't read the comments. Hold on, I gotta go read the comments. I think there were 3. No, this ain't it. I think there were 3 comments. Let me see if they're worth looking at. I guess there's only one comment. This article forgets one major thing, though. The Wheel of Time screenrunner. So here we go. Let me share it. This article forgets one major thing, though. The Wheel of Time screenwriters have shown they don't really care about the core story threads of the book, so they're just going to make it up and do what they want. All they will do is pluck one key event from the book and then change how the characters get to the event and suit their own weird agenda. Boom. I guess that it says there's 3, so I wonder if they must have got the other ones must have got deleted. Oh god, I love when the comments are fucking just deep. They're so good. It's so good when the comments are just fucking tearing them up. Oh, sorry, I got up for a sec. Ooh, we're gonna do the comments first on this one. We're gonna probably speed run this one because we already know the answer to this one without even having to. Wheel of Time romance change means another major Wheel of Time character cut. We already know who this one is. Good night, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up here shortly, I hope. Good night, dude. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Let's do the comments first. Here we go. Ooh, wow, this is a long one, it looks like. What Prime and the writers and directors have done to this story is reprehensible. I am sure Robert Jordan's wife, wishing to see this magnificent story brought to life, sadly, she was portrayed, as it is apparent that neither the funds or time necessary to bring it to life will be spent, nor the time needed. The characters have been hollowed out and made a caricature. Whole areas of the story have been slashed out, turning some of the characters as Matt Cawthon into something pitiful. After this came out, Robert Jordan's wife saw that they had what they had done to it, and I'm sure she understood why Robert Heilman's family never let Hollywood ever make another one of his stories into a movie again after what they did to Starship Troopers. Sadly, it can only get worse, and there's nothing she can do about it. It's cute that you took the time to write all of this out for a show that has been silently canceled already. Since filming wrapped in season 3, many of the property's acting talent and has announced new major projects and will be inconsistent with continued work on Amazon's Dumpster Fire. It's a coin flip at this point. If season 3 even hits Prime, there's little likely value in completing post production on a dead project that is detested by its own fan base and has, by evidence of its horrific ratings, attracted nearly none of the modern audience to see it engaged with. Oof. Man, these are some good ones. Why ruin another character? No need to bring Gareth Bryn. Just cancel this travesty. Is this you, Jeremy? Jeremy, you still here? Is this you? Please tell me it's you. All right, Jacob. Thanks for popping in. Hey, there's you. Beautiful. Jeremy is extremely There you go, Jeremy. Oh, you were just waiting for me to get to this, weren't you? Oh, man. I gotta update both of these. There it is. You're welcome. I'm just speaking truth, Jeremy. You know, truth to power. Truth to power. Absolutely. Just speaking truth. All right. So I don't think we really even need to. So, yeah, Gareth Bryn. We all know Gareth Bryn is dead. For Suan Sanche and Moraine to slap clams instead. If Amazon Prime show doesn't have a plan for Suan to become romantically involved with Gareth, wait, what? Oh, wait, never mind. I got mixed up. It may not see a need to use him at all. Well, that's funny because who knew that Gareth Bryn's only function in Wheel of Time was to fall in love with Suan Sanche? Did you know that he was not important in any other way, just to be screwing Suan? That's all the only reason he's important. You know, he wasn't the Captain General of Caemlyn's army, you know, one of the biggest armies on the continent. No, he's not the general of the White Tower Army. Yeah. Gareth Bryn only exists to be Suwon Sanche's lover. So if Suwon does not want that D, there's no reason to have him around. Yeah, one of the 5 great captains, yeah. We don't need great captains. Right? Yeah, we already know it's not important. We just, who's screwing who is what's important. Yep. No, you're right. But you're right, SB. It's 100% right. So, I don't know that there's much else. I mean, I don't disagree. It hurts chances of him being there. It's pretty much a lock he won't be because his love interest is gone. But there's a possibility they just make him like fall in love with Tom, and they go on some weird like start singing show tunes on the road. Why not? Since Tom is going to be having flashbacks with Morghese and Elida, why we can just have. Let's just add Gareth Bryn into those flashbacks because Gareth would be there too as well, right? So we'll just add Gareth Bryn into the flashbacks, and but he'll be Tom's gay love interest instead of Morghese's lover, and they'll be like, they'll have a dance number or something, and it'll be good. What do you think? Yep, it's probably better for the at this point. It's probably saving the character, saving the character straight up. Not being in the show is probably better for the character. They don't have to deal with being destroyed. But we still that run that same fallacy that you know there's too many characters, but we have 70 new characters and all that shit, right? It's just, I can't wait for the season to come out just for the simple fact that we know it's going to fail hard. And I can't wait to hear all the whining and crying when it gets officially canceled. I'm hoping when the ratings for the first 3 episodes, that'll be another sign is if Amazon drops all 8 episodes on the same day. Wouldn't that be crazy? If instead of doing the 3 and then multiple releases for the rest of the run, if they just drop all fucking 8 episodes, or we find out it's like 6 episodes or something. Wouldn't that be wild? That'd be great. But apparently we don't have that long to wait. Apparently we're looking at a March release with the reruns. Oh boy, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. But look, if it gets canceled, right? If it gets canceled, that means we're probably not going to deal with those terrible movies and the terrible cartoon that were supposed to come out as well. Because Iwat is full of hacks. Iwat, I still stand by the statement that Iwat is the worst thing that happened to Wheel of Time. Iwat, aka Red Eagle. Rafe is up there too. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think Iwat probably up there. Oh wow, we got up to 16 votes. Man, 94%. Why? Wow, that was a lot more consistent than I thought. But I mean, yeah, I tend to agree with why. Why do we need to? Why? It's not that old. Just watch the cartoon. The cartoon is great. Why do we have a live action How to Train Your Dragon? We're back to we're back to double dipping because we can't make good entertainment. Did you all see the second Minecraft trailer, by the way? I'm in the Jesus, that's got to be long. I'm in the middle of making videos that nitpick every aspect of Wheel of Prime show with book receipts for every infraction. Jesus, that must be a magnum opus. Holy shit, that's got to be huge. That's got to take forever. My God, more power to you, SB. Man, that's gonna take hours. I couldn't agree more. Why? I wish Hollywood would go back to taking chances on new IPs and go back to $10 million budgets. 100%. 100%. They don't need all the money. They were doing fine. I mean, like, the money should be help, but they throw these money numbers out there and they go, "Oh, it's a $250 million production." It's like, okay, great. Is it any good, or is it just you threw money at it and hoping people would like it because they see a dollar sign to it? Yeah, I mean, How to Train Your Dragon, and now it's like we're neck deep into the video game adaptation phase. So God of War, Fallout. We now have like the cringiest movie ever made, Minecraft, and that's coming from what I guess is the target audience. I don't know what the target audience is, but my son comes in and starts laughing and says, "Have you seen the new Minecraft trailer?" And I said, "You mean the first one?" He's like, "No, there's a new one, and it's terrible." That's coming from my son who plays Minecraft all the time. Right? So it's just like you have so many people that don't have a clue in charge of these things. And they're and then on top of it, it's one of those, they're making these shows, they're making these movies with popular properties. They're giving them to people that have no fucking clue what they're supposed to be doing with them, right? They have no idea about what the movie they're making or anything, that goes on in these stories. They're giving them to them, and then they're saying, "Okay, make the movie," and the movie ends up sucking, and then it ruins it for any potential that we had for that movie / show being made ever again. I have seen the other Minecraft trailer. The skeleton has a sword, whereas they only use bows and arrows in the game. Can't anyone get anything right? No, they don't care. They don't care. That's what I'm saying. They just said, "Hey, Minecraft movie. Wouldn't it be funny if fat ass like Jack Black, his political, whatever aside, Jack Black is funny sometimes, but other times he's just cringe. And this is just complete cringe. My kid's running through the house today. My name is Steve 100 or so times in a row for about a half hour. My name is Steve. Hello. It's just like he's going to be doing his over embellishments as Steve. And it's just like, it just doesn't work. It's just a cringe farm. And the people that made it, like the most they know about Minecraft is that, isn't that the game with the blocks where you build stuff? That's all they know. They don't know anything about anything, and then so they're not going to know about details about skeletons or creepers. Creepers are going to be pipe bombs that blow up smaller creepers, and then all of a sudden you're going to drown in magma, but it's going to be okay because you can swim in magma because Minecraft. They don't care. They don't know. They don't give a fuck. And they're gonna make it, and it's gonna be cringe lord, and it's gonna be horrible. And then Minecraft's gonna go back to being the most sold game ever, and it's not gonna care, right? But it's just like, you know, I would pay 100 times games for Vampire Survivors than one game that is $80. Yeah. Yeah, no, I got you. I just, it's but we're like, this is the year. This is the year of the video game adaptation. Yeah, I think that's probably right. But we got, this is good. We're gonna have a whole slew of video game movies come out in the next 2 years, games and movies and TV shows, and they're all gonna be a mess. The live action Zelda, who knows what that's gonna look like? No idea. No idea. But at least we got some good news for God of War. Hopefully that ship is saved. But it's not. I don't know. It's just sad. It makes you sad. It makes you sad. I just it's like once Wheel of Time's done, we've talked about it. We're never gonna have another one. At least not in my lifetime. Nobody's gonna take a chance on it again. There'll be other stuff out. It depends what they're doing, Dempsey, right? I mean, sometimes they're fine. It just depends what it is. I there's plenty of Jack Black things I enjoy, but it's like lately it's just like him being like, it's not Jack Black isn't Jack Black. He's the character from School of Rock acting. It's not him acting anymore. It's the character he plays in School of Rock playing other characters. I get it. I don't know. I like. There's a whole like the Borderlands game. What the Borderlands movie was a bomb. What else is coming out? I mean, another Detective Pikachu because we need that. Ghost of Tsushima, Gears of War. There's a Zelda, a BioShock, another Mortal Kombat apparently. Another Five Nights at Freddy's. That doesn't even like. Sonic. Let's see. Minecraft. Watch Dogs. Until Dawn. Days Gone. Death Stranding. Dead by Daylight. Duke Nukem. Firewatch. Another Five Nights at Freddy's. Ghost of Tsushima. Gravity Rush, who cares? Iron Lung, don't know, Just Cause, Just Dance, great. Zelda live action, Metal Gear Solid, another Mortal Kombat, Pac-Man, another Detective Pikachu, Portal, Rabbids, like Silent Hill, Saints Row, like Slime Ranchers getting a movie. Space Invaders, Street Fighter, Streets of Rage, Talking Tom. I mean, Jesus Christ, Bendy and the Ink Machine, Comic Zone. It's crazy. That's all supposed to be next year. Zelda is going to be a nightmare. The Witcher. I don't have an opinion. I don't have an opinion on the Last of Us show because I was bored and I stopped watching it. So I guess that's my take on it. I was bored. It was just, Walking Dead 5. Oh yeah, another one. What should they call it? Walking Dead in helicopters? there's only 8 of them, right, Dempsey? Like how many Walking Dead spin-offs are there? Like 22. Daryl Dixon goes to Sesame Street and kills zombies, and then Michonne and Carl come back from the dead and kill elephant zombies, and Rick Grimes turns into an Apache helicopter and kills giant zombies from Antarctica. You know, maybe we should do White Walkers versus The Walking Dead. There's a show idea. White Walkers versus Walking Dead versus Daryl Dixon versus World War Z zombies versus bombs. Hell yeah, we need a live action Pong. Fuck yeah. Slightly Jogging Dead. Dude, there you go. See? Transformers versus The Walking Dead. There it is. There's the next one. Rick Grimes will get in a Transformer. He'll take over Shia LaBeouf's character, or Marky Mark Wahlberg's character, and he'll ride on Optimus Prime's shoulder as they smash the undead legions. There you go. We did it. Well, yeah, I mean that's why I asked about the How You Train Your Dragon movie, right? Because that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like How You Train Your Dragon is not that old yet. We are getting a live action reboot of How to Train Your Dragon. Why? Why does it exist? It doesn't need to. But Warner Brothers saw that Disney is making a bunch of money on their live action remakes, whether they're popular or not. They're making money on them. So they're like, well, fuck, we have cartoons, we can make them live action. Why not? Now is the time we are ready for an actual Running Man show. What are you talking about? A real Running Man show, or are you talking about like an adaptation? Because I don't think we're ready for a Running Man show. Oh yeah, live action Moana. That's another one. Live action Moana. How old's that movie? That movie's barely like a few years old. Why do we need a live action Moana? Oh, because we've ran through our lineup of cartoon characters already that we're running out. So we need to just use the new ones. Live action Toy Story and Finding Nemo are going to be next. I know they've optioned Sword in the Stone, which has me scared. I hope they don't touch that, but we'll see. But, it's just... I don't know. Do what they used to do. Go find good books and actually, make shows that actually follow those storylines. Oh my god. Why would we do that? Is there a live action Frozen? If there's not yet, it's coming. I can't wait for the live action remakes to be released on the same day as the Yeah, the next Disney princess movie comes out and it's like, experience it in live action in 2 weeks from today, a special release of Disney Princess 5. Princess don't need no man. I don't know, man. Just things are getting so weird out there. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine even getting close. Right, just getting close. Not even like just getting close to the source material. It doesn't even have to be like, like just getting close, like or just showing that you actually have consumed the content and have a modicum of respect for it. we have a bunch of people that say this, they say the right things, they say they respect it, they say they love it, but then they produce something that is contrary to that every time. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It's too bad. It's too bad. We are missing out on loads and loads of great possibilities because it's just a bunch of hacks that think they're better, think they can stand on the shoulders of these giants that have written these stories. Like, what do we think about? Oh shit! So Secret Level looks like it's gonna be good. Is it Nemo? What do we think? Have you guys heard about this? Or Nautilus? A little bit.
Yeah.
All right, I'll come check in. All right, I'll see you in the morning. Yeah.
Huh?
All right. What time? What time you setting your alarm for?
Probably
All right, you trying to hit the bus or am I driving you?
drive.
Okay.
Follow.
Okay, so 7:10 it is.
I forgot tomorrow's a Friday.
It is. We've been sick, so. All right, we'll see you in the morning. Yeah. Have you guys seen the Nautilus, the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea adaptation by Amazon? You guys onto this? You're crazy, bro. You're fucking nuts. You haven't seen you haven't seen it? I don't know when's it come out? You guys haven't seen this, huh? Okay. All right. Well, fuck. Here we go. All right. So first, that's the Nautilus, which, not sure. I guess it sort of looks like a sea monster.
That no one has ever seen.
So it's Amazon doing it too. So we'll see. So that was Nemo, by the way. So this guy, where is he? That's Nemo.
One has ever seen. The corporation's more powerful than any country.
Oh, there's a black screen.
They must maintain dominance. That is why the Nautilus was.
So there's the Nautilus. Now I don't know a huge amount about 20. I know very little about 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Is it out? I watched the first episode and that's it. They butchered the captain. Wait, it's out? I didn't realize it was out. So I watched the first episode and that's it. They butchered Captain Nemo to no end. I didn't realize it was out. Well, shit. No shit. Huh. October 25th. Well, fuck me. I had no idea. That's how
Was developed.
that's how good that Amazon does
I can taste
advertising
freedom.
its shows.
It's now or never.
What did they do, Hussein? What did they do to Nemo? Did they turn him into a goldfish?
This is Nemo.
I don't know. I don't remember enough of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea to. I don't know that the ship looks that much like a sea monster though. Like, wasn't that the big thing that everybody thought it was a sea monster? So everybody was wary of the ocean that the Nautilus was in because they thought it was a sea monster sinking ships. I don't remember.
A submersible ship.
I remember League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I guess it sort of looks like a. I guess it. I just it's sort of like got this weird feel, right? It's like anti-black sails.
Where are they headed? The Northeast Passage. There are treasures there beyond the man's imagination.
Okay, see that? Okay, he built the Nautilus with his hands and traveled the world with it. And at the end of the episode, they are in trouble, and he doesn't know how to fix the ship and has to ask guess who for help. Are you serious? Because like that, I thought the whole thing with the Nautilus was it was Nemo's ship. He built it, and nobody knew it was a submarine because submarines didn't exist. So he was terrorizing, or like I don't know about terrorizing, but he was able to like travel the world with impunity because they thought it was a sea monster, not a sub. Am I remembering that wrong? I could be. It's been a long time since I've read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I find that to be a lot better than he stole a sub and now the British Navy wants it back. It's like budget fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. That's correct. Okay, so that's okay. So I'm not imagining all that. Okay, thanks, Hussein. Because I like that's where I was getting confused. I don't know enough. I don't remember enough of it to be like this isn't right. But I loosely remember it being like Nemo's fucking ship. It's like his child because he built it with his hands, and nobody knows it's a sub because subs aren't a thing. But he built it to look like a sea monster, so everybody thought they were a sea monster, not a machine. And that was part of the whole thing. It was the sea monster would attack cargo ships, and they'd steal the goods. And everybody was just saying they'd be being attacked by a sea monster. Well, the trailer just said he stole it. The trailer says this guy right here is like. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. I mean, maybe he helped build it for them.
I can taste freedom, Nemo. It's now or never. I can taste.
He can taste freedom. But what's freedom taste like?
The corporation's more powerful than any country. We must maintain dominance. That is why the Nautilus was developed.
Yeah, so the British made the Nautilus. According to this, the British are the ones that had the Nautilus made. So I don't know. It looks like he built the Nautilus to escape the rule of the British Empire over India. So it's looking like in this, the British crafted the Nautilus with slave labor, with Indian slave labor, it looks like. which doesn't feel right. I don't, but I'm not an expert on 20,000 Leagues, so.
My name is Humility Lucas. This man.
Hello, Humility. My name is Humility Lucas. I have the most annoying British mask and blah, 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 blah.
Yes, this man is holding.
Like, oh my God, listen to her voice.
My name is Humility Lucas.
They
this
have
man.
that. They must have her playing that up to be the haughty English woman.
Need to be rescued.
No. I'll see you're hunted till the ends of the earth.
You'll be hunting in the wrong place.
Not really, because they know you're in a sub, and see that. So he could travel the world with impunity because they didn't know it was a boat, right? Oh, of course she doesn't have humility. I'm gonna end up watching this just because I'm curious, but like, of course we have the giant squid. I would love to get a good look at the Nautilus. But I guess the sea monster aspect doesn't matter because they know it's a sub, so it doesn't have to look like a sea monster. I'm getting budget Black Pearl vibes, like Pirates of the Caribbean vibes. Is anybody else getting that? They're playing cricket on the ice. Team building, because it's not freezing as fuck out there. Where the hell are they? They're at the Northwest Passage. Who's playing cricket? So this is the bad guy's ship. Okay. Yeah.
This is going to be such fun.
Oh, there it was. October. I can't believe I missed this. Inspired by Jules Verne. There you go. God, that's... Oh my God. Like, these fucking people, man. Like, this is exactly what's happening with Hollywood right here. This sums it up perfectly. Nautilus, inspired by Jules Verne. No. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is Jules Verne's story. Okay? So you have now taken it and corrupted it to make it your thing. It looks like. I haven't watched it yet, so I can't say that completely, but I trust Hussein. Okay, Hussein's good people, so I trust Hussein. Okay? So you're taking it, okay? You're keeping pieces, probably, but about like what is it? 25%? You're keeping 25% of it. And then instead of saying, we've stolen Jules Verne's idea and warped it into our own, we put inspired by Jules Verne. That way we have enough deniability to say, well, we're not, telling the story of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. We were inspired to make our own story in Jules Verne's world. So it's not 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It sort of is. It's just we've changed everything, but the name of the Nautilus and Captain Nemo and the bad guys' names. We've kept all the names and places, but everything else about the story is different. So it's inspired by Jules Verne. We didn't steal everything and destroy it. We've been inspired to change everything. It's like Wheel of Time is inspired by Robert Jordan and work. Fucking Game of Thrones is inspired by fucking something. Ugh. Dumb Stupid. I love the name. Off topic, but the other day I realized that Avienda Karn scene is extra dumb since she is a channeler and she... Oh, you're talking about the... Okay, hold on. I'm catching up. It's okay. Well, I love talking shit about the Wheel of Time show. So thanks for popping in, dumb stupid. Off topic, but the other day I realized that Avienda's Kara Karn scene. You mean this scene? Hold on. This one? Let's see here. This one right here.
Kara Karn.
Kara Karn! We're talking about that one. Avienda Kara Karn scene is extra dumb since she is a channeler. She should be able to see the fire dragon was a female weave, right? So, yes. Yes. So that's just another level. I mean, that's in my opinion, that's just another thing that's extra dumb. The fact that there's the dragon banner is being woven by Moraine, who was instructed to do it by Lanfear, is the even worse part. Right? Moraine decided to make a fire dragon that's a banner because Lanfear told her to. But yes, at this point, I'm pretty sure Avienda should at least be doing some small weaves, so she should be able to see the weaves. But apparently, she's too dumb to realize that did just pop out of Rand's butthole. Yep, that one. Okay. I have watched every adaptation of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and none of them was accurate or showed Captain Nemo correctly. Because I only remember, I think, let me see here. I only remember watching one of them. And of course, I read it in school. Yeah, I remember this version. So this one wasn't accurate either? I would like to see a show movie that stays produced to directly destroy the X book. Well, let me read that again. I would like to see a show/movie that says produced to directly destroy. Yeah. Yeah. Produced to we made this because we know better than the actual author that sold millions of copies just to piss off the fandom. Yeah, so I remember this version. I watched this version way back when I was a kid. I wish I could get a shot of the Nautilus. Is he outside swimming with no oxygen tanks? That's funny.
It's like here on the
I remember they made the big eye so important in this movie. It's Spartacus, Kurt Douglas. So look, that actually. Hold on. So if in this time, if you saw that going through the ocean, would you think that's a sea monster? I think I would. That's funny because I've never watched anything related to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and I only know the book and loosely at that since it's been years. This is the only adaptation I've seen, unless you want to do add League of Extraordinary Gentlemen in there, because Captain Nemo's in that with the Nautilus. But that's just League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is just a funsy. dumb, stupid. You got anything else about the show you want to dump off? I'm game to make fun of it all day long. I hate that. I hate it so much. Don't worry, we only got to go through one more season. Season 3 is going to be it. They're going to cancel that shit so fast. It's yeah, like I don't know. I feel like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is one of those things that I remember reading it. I remember parts of the movie, and that's about it. I remember the Nautilus because the Nautilus is cool because it's a sea monster that's actually a submarine. Okay. You know, the idea of the Nautilus, it was always cool because it was like an engineering marvel that was way ahead of its time and was smartly used to trick people into thinking it's a monster, and you know, nobody's gonna hang around and fight a monster. You know, so it made it easy to be pirates. Right? So it was always a cool idea, but I am hold on. I am shocked. I am shocked and appalled. But again, not like how many people have heard, until I just said it. You know what? I'm gonna make another quick poll. Nope, that's not it. All right, there's another poll. I'm pretty sure it was I'm pretty sure the Nautilus was self-sustaining, and they just like came up for supplies when they needed it. Like they were. I thought it was just like it was like a fucking marvel. Like you could. Couldn't they just say, Hussein, if you're still here, like couldn't they just stay submerged and they just came up to pirate? Because everything they needed to survive was grown and produced on the Nautilus? I could be making that all up in my head. I don't remember, but I feel like I remember that too, SB. So and I put up that poll for a reason, because it actually applies to So that is so weird. It's not on my... Huh. Am I spelling it wrong? Huh. Because it sent out October 25th. I can't find it. Did they take it off? The hell is Stan? This is crazy. Holy crap, was it that bad? It's not fucking here. This is wild. I've had to go to Reddit. Sorry, this, like, it's not here. It's not. It's region locked out of the United States. Like, does anybody else have Amazon Prime? It literally is not showing up. Like, now I am like, I don't want to get AMC Plus. Apparently, it's on AMC. I'm so confused. This is crazy. I'm trying to get in here. Hold on. Free trial. Is it on? Did you look at it? Yeah, but it says it was canceled and then picked up by Prime Video. All right, here we go. Man, we've gone down a weird rabbit hole here, haven't we? Is this show any good from, by the way? It's not here. The Ones Who Lived is there, you know. Oh, dude, the best. Oh, no, that's not it. Where's the best one ever? Come on. Where's National Treasure at? That's my. I could watch National Treasure with you guys right now, and it would be a good. It would be a not. It would be a. It would be a show. It would be a night well spent. So you're telling me that it was so bad that you can't. The only way you can watch it is on a thing called. Well, let me show you. Like, I found how to watch it, but you have to pay it. Let me see. Like, you click the Prime Video link, and it takes you to some, like, deep sea, like, submarine thing. Where was the other thing? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't. I had found where to. It's not. So it's not on AMC. It's not on Amazon, and it's not on Disney Plus. Where the fuck is it? This is bizarre. Yeah, like I know this is great streaming content, guys. I'm sorry. Where was it that I saw it? Stan. The only place I can find it is on a thing called Stan. You have to pay $12 a month for one of the. It's a freaking like fucking another streaming service. This is crazy. I feel like we're investigating. Stan reels in epic adventure series Nautilus, filmed in Queensland and premiering soon, anchoring only on Stan. Starring Shahraz Latif and Australian Georgia Flood. The brand new series Nautilus, inspired by Jules Verne 1870 novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and captures Captain Nemo's original story. This is wild.
So many things we were.
Wow. Do people watch these things? Like, is this just like different countries or something? I'm shocked. I don't like. It's a PDF. Like what? Like what is this? It's images. I will like. How do you watch the fucking show? Oh my god, bro. Like, did it ever air? Oh boy, man, I am. Well, I guess I won't be watching that. Good night, Jeremy. I don't know if you're still here, Hussein. I have watched Tulsa King season 1. I think season 2 came out or has started to come out. I haven't started season 2. I've heard so far that it's not as good as season 1. I did enjoy season 1 of Tulsa King for the most part. There are some parts that weren't the greatest, but I did enjoy Tulsa King for the most part. But yeah, so man, you guys are awesome. You still 13 of y'all here. I just want to say that IMDb says so like that. It's wild, right? So it was Nautilus was originally made by Disney. Then Disney dumped it. Amazon picked it up. Amazon then dumped it to AMC, back to AMC. So Disney, Amazon, AMC, and now it's exclusively on a freaking weird streaming site called Stan. Wow. That is not a ringing endorsement. We'll just say that right up front. But Tulsa King, I watched season 1, it was good, enjoyed it. I'll get into season 2 here soon, probably. I forgot. It's one of those that always sort of slips through the cracks for me. But I'll probably check it out. Why have you seen it? Did you watch it, or are you thinking about watching it? If you have Apple TV, Silo is really good so far. Season 2 started out pretty good, so. Stan is only Australia. Really? So so that's why is that why who said VPN it is? There you go. Dempsey. So I guess it's that is crazy. Wow. So I guess VPN it is. I don't know. Shit. I just it doesn't sound like it's worth all the trouble from what Hussein's saying, so. Oh boy. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me while I do the investigation on Nautilus. No wonder I didn't see it come out, because none of the services that are supposed to be watching it or carrying it. So there you go. So yeah, I think I'll wrap it up. It's getting late. Jesus, it's a lot later than I thought. We were having too much fun just making fun of stuff. Thanks guys for being here. Saturday, doing the Wheel of Time thing. We're going to talk about Wheel of Time books. We're going to talk about the books and what we enjoyed, our favorite scenes in the books. We're going to talk and reminisce about the good times and the good scenes and the good stuff from Wheel of Time. Anything is game. We'll talk about it all if you guys want, as long as you want. Hopefully, hoping to have a nice long stream on Saturday talking about the one of the greatest fantasy novels of all time, and what we love about it, and the scenes we love the most about it, and what they mean to us, and all that good stuff. So Saturday, look out for that. Tomorrow I will probably, I don't know if I'll be able to do a game stream or not in the morning, but keep an eye on the channel. We're gonna have some video. I'm gonna start making videos again, and we're gonna try and get those game streams back up and running. And gonna hopefully see a lot more from the channel again as the days go on. So thank you all for being here. Hussein, always good to see you. Dumb Stupid, thanks for your I love the name. I can't not smile after saying it. Dempsey, good to see you. Salty, thank you for all of your super stickers, my friend. Yeah, it should be fun. That's supposed to be the point, right? It's one of those we'll involve chat. If you have scenes that you like and want to talk about, we'll just throw them out there, or we'll anybody in chat who wants to actually after we get started come on and talk about it live, they're welcome to do that too. So we'll throw out invites to people in chat if they want to join in with whatever crew we got going. So it should be fun. That's the point. Just remind ourselves what we like about it, and just reminisce with friends, right? It's the best way to do it. So thanks, Dempsey. Looking fortune to you also, my friend, with good old Vamp Survivors. Don't go crazy. And we will see you guys very soon. And yeah, take it easy. Thanks for being here, and thanks for having fun with me tonight. I appreciate it. Made yeah, I was pretty bored. So thank you guys for making my night worthwhile. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. We'll see you later. Bye.